Found ourselves a mythic. I assume this is just better than the Bellhorn. It's a 4/5, makes 2 O2s. Yeah, this card has to be gas. It's like a 4/5 hexproof for 5 mana that gains you like 8 to 10 life, potentially. Yeah, this seems like a slam, Charlie. I agree. Sad to pass the Bellhorn. That card is pretty unreasonable, but this card seems great. Big ol' octopus friend. Ooh, are we just doing it? Are we just, like, actually doing it? I guess this card is probably better. I really want to play my rare. I guess this is good with my rare too if I end up in Teamer. I don't know. What should we take? The Flames or the Biomancy? Draft is it? I mean, you'd end up in Teamer, right? You just grab some lands, grab all the Rams you can get hold of for your guild gates. I think this card is a bit better than Biomancy. But Biomancy has like a more clear path ahead of it. Yeah, I think we take the Fumes. We're not locked into blue either. And it's very splashable. I agree with you. Ooh. This is an interesting pack. I think it might just be the Savage Smash. Savage Smash is real gross. It goes well with our Flames. This guild gate isn't one we're looking for. Hybrid is real impressive, but just worse than Savage Smash. Angel's really impressive, but we're not necessarily heading in that direction. This card is just excellent. God, we could have been in the gate stack. We could have gone Angel into Gate Colossus. Instead, we're probably taking the Hybrid. I think Hybrid is a touch better than Boar. This just like scales up so well if the game goes long. Becomes really problematic. This is definitely higher upside, but I don't know, I feel like this is the path we're meant to be on. Yeah, I think the person next to us might end up in the gate deck. Seems quite probable. Right, we haven't seen any Simic in a couple picks, which is good to note. This pack's really underwhelming. I guess we'd take the Gift of Strength if we're just like locked into the red-green life. None of the other cards are that good, so I think we're just taking it regardless. What on earth is this? Oh, this is half of Quasi-Duplicate? Huh. I assume that card's pretty good. I kind of just want to take it. You think Simic might be open? Yeah. I think that might be the case. Maybe there just weren't many Simic cards in the previous packs. I have to assume half of Quasi-Duplicate is still a good card. Doesn't quite have the same gross inevitability, but oh my god, we can copy the Octopus too, yeah. Seems great. Fort Collapse, I guess? If we're just like accepting with Simic. I assume Cindervines is not terribly impressive. I guess there are like a fair number of artifacts and enchantments, but you face like the Gruul Mirror and you feel miserable. Assume this is... It's a great sideboard card. I mean, we could just take the Fort Collapse in case we end up just blue-green, because we... I guess this is a great sideboard card, though, like, actively great. I'm gonna take it. It's just such a good sideboard card. We're unlikely to want the Fort Collapse. So we've got Admonition Gruul Locket. We can probably get a locket later if we want one. Which we might end up wanting one the way this is going. So we can happily just take the admonition now. Free. Okay, we might just be full on teamer, which means we need to pick up some guild gates. We haven't seen any teamer guild gates. We've only seen the other ones. Orzhov and Azorius and such. Is it better than the Vandal? Oh, it might not be. That's fair. I think you're right. I think the Vandal is better. Okay, now we can take this, or we can take a Gruul Locket. We're like kind of a Gruul Locket deck at the moment, but we might not always be. Like, we still have the option of moving into just Gruul, depending on how this draft goes and what we open. Like, we're still like pretty open in terms of direction here. We could end up Gruul or Teemo very easily. And there's like a weird world in which we end up Simic, but that seems less likely. This card's pretty bad, but if we end up Gruul, we'll just need 2s. I assume it's hard to live the Goblin Gathering dream. Immediately get the Trumpet Blast for the Goblin Gathering. Alright, we've got options. We're not locked into anything. Let's just see what we open. Didn't really pass much Gruul or Team or Simic, so no fun. Sorry, Charlie. Serious MC prep stream. 1/1 goblins aren't good enough for this format. I could see that. They are sweet with Trumpet Blast, but I always wonder how many viewers I alienate by referring to cards by their old names. You drafted 5 and it didn't go well. That is a bad sign for Goblin Gathering. I guess it's just another Savage Smash. The card is great. We're looking more and more Gruul by the day. Just move all the non-creatures over here. Get more of an idea of quite what's going on. I'm really thinking we're just not going to end up blue here. Like, we have 0 guild gates at the moment. Our Gruul cards are really solid. You kind of like Savage Smash less than the instant one. I think Savage Smash is really gross, but I've been really impressed with the card. This card is much better than Trumpet Blast. That is true. That is actually true. Like, very true. Do I just want the Vandal? I could take the Guild Gate to keep the dream alive, for sure. I think I'm just Gruul, though. I don't think the Simic thing is the Teemo thing is necessarily happening. Vandal is quite good. Might end up regretting this when we get past silly Simic cards. Oh, there's a good Simic card, but we have some good cards for us anyway. I don't actually know which of these is better. But Benfid, sorry Benfid. We never draft Simic on this stream, didn't you hear? Just never draft Simic. Doesn't happen. Aw, thanks Jim. It was done by Inkling Customs. Inkling is great. Really, really love the artwork. It was done for the tokens, for proven combatants. So we just received a bunch of tokens to hand out. I don't know if this is even better than the hybrid, but I guess I'm taking it. Wow. I guess we're right to be in Gruul. Just like complete nonsense over here. This card's really messed up. When you have a... I guess it's really bad with Vandal, but it's so good with the free freeze, and if we get any 4/4s, it's like complete nonsense. So I'm just gonna take it. You think you take Clamor Shaman over it? Clamor Shaman's quite good too. We only have the one adapt creature at the moment though, for the Clamor Shaman. I've been pretty impressed with the Amplifier. It's like not great with how we have our deck built at the moment, but we only need to pick up a few more big stompy creatures, and suddenly it becomes really nice. Also, I knew we were getting a Clamor Shaman. I knew we were getting a Bulwark Clarion Crusher the next pick. Clan Guild Mage. I really like this card, like a lot. Especially with like Amplifier, 2 Flames, but very easy Guild Mage here. Ooh. Okay, chat, which do we prefer, the Boar or the Goblin? The Boar only has 2 things that trigger it at the moment. So I think I prefer the Gobbo. Gobbo and it's not close. Okay. I'm in for the Gobbo. I've not had much experience with Gruul, so I'm not sure exactly which is better yet. But Storm Strike, awesome. This deck looks great. Not drafted Gruul before, so I don't know if this is what it's meant to look like, but I am very in for everything that's going on here. 3 Clue Stones. 2/1s aren't great in this one, well that's fair. It is a 2/1 you can pump, to be fair, but I think I prefer Gift over Stony Strength. I'm not like 100% on that, but sure. Do another Vandal. I don't know that I'm playing all 3 Vandals, especially with the Amplifier in my deck, but has synergy with Crusher, that's true. That's actually pretty nice. It's one of those things where you just need to like play the format more and see like how often you're needing to push through really big blockers versus how often people are like multi-blocking the exact amount needed to take down your creature. This pack is obviously a bit of a bust for us. I think I would prefer to have Storm Strikes over Gift of Strengths. This pack wants me in Simic. Oh, kinda. I think I like the Storm Strike. I want to play with this card. I think it's like, seems quite powerful to me. The Scry one seems really good. The Adapt 1 cards are great with Crusher, yep, they are. But I don't think we're splashing for 1. Our deck is pretty aggressive. Ooh. This has to be good, even just as a 2/2 that rummages. Just like smooths out your hand a bit. Pass the Lizrog and regret not being Simic. Secretly, I always regret not being Simic. TBH. I've got a free, and not a lot else. We've got another Simic card to make me feel really silly. Of course. We saw no Simic last pack though. Yeah, that's true, Milkman. It's always a draw 1 if it's the last card too, which is really nice. Alright, another skewer is nice. Over the boar. We already have like lots of better twos. Don't really need the boar. I guess we could sideboard this, maybe. Some weird world. Like the worst soul salvage ever. Could also just take a second Wrecker. I'm not like a big fan of this card. It's pretty good with Storm Strike, I guess. Gift of Strength. We'd probably replace a free drop quite happily with it. We do just need more creatures too. Alright, I'm just going to take this. I think the chances that we end up kind of wanting this are higher than the chances we bought in the other card. 0 playables, okay. Yeah, it does seem that way, replenish. It seems like that keeps coming up. I seem to keep going with the not be greedy option. For better or worse. Yes, this is a sideboard card. Unlikely to ever board it in. I don't know. Also marginal. Ooh. That's a pretty decent pickup this late, right? I assume this card is just good. Kind of Gift of Strength. We got the Regenesis too. So kind of rubbish, redundant copies of not very good cards. I guess I'll put a Vandal on my board. Might end up playing it. Ooh, this is better than the marker. Very marginally. Okay, so we're 25. Probably want to cut a pump spell. I don't like the Rummager. I do like the Rummager. We already have 3 of them. Makes me less exciting. I'm not a big fan of Act of Treason. In general. I think it's like kind of matchup dependent, and when you play like aggressive mirrors, it's like if you ever fall behind, you just have this card rotting in your hand. Which is not ideal. Alright. Like close to mono red here. Mono red with rule cards. I need to cut 2 cards. How good are these flames actually? So I have 1. I'm actually like really low on ways. I only have 2 ways to turn on the flames. I think this like these might, at least one of them isn't good. It's possible both of them are worse than pump spells in this deck. I guess the amplifier turns on the flames too, so we have 3 ways. I'm definitely cutting 1 flames. Considering like our creature sizing though. The question then is, are we cutting the other flames? I don't really want to cut a creature. Is the problem, and all our spells are so good. I guess the gift is like kind of medium. There's a world in which we cut this. We add like a 2-drop and play 16 lands. Something like this. Yeah, I think it's a 16 lander if you cut both the flames. Only has 1 5-drop. Yeah, we have the burning trees. I mean, I think of it as the other way around, Charlie. My approach tends to be that the more rummaging you have, the more lands you want, but since you can get rid of excess land drops, I think this is fine. I'm wondering if we want the Vandal over something. It's like my final choice here. I think we've ended up like weirdly not being a good amplifier deck. We've got, it's like basically a 4-2 a lot of the time, which is not very good. When it's like a 6-6, that's pretty impressive. But yeah, I agree, Dokamoy. It feels that way. I think this is not very good here, weirdly. Amplifiers looked really impressive to me up until now, but I think it's like pretty bad with how like low to the ground our decks ended up. You really need a bunch of like 3-3s and 4-4s and 5-5s in your deck to make it scary. They will be eventually, David, but for the time being, I think it's just like being programmed based on what is expected, I guess, initially. And then eventually it will be based on Modo logs. Alright, this hand's pretty solid. If we draw any more lands, at least we have 4 rummages in our deck to get rid of them. Ooh, boar. We did replenish, we did. I think Amplifier is like really, really good, it's just not good in this deck. Yeah, exactly. We had a lot of time to get there with Amplifier. It just like didn't pan out. This is kind of brutal, this curve out. This is great. Smork. The smork is so real. Your opponent seems kinda dead, just kinda. Resolves. Does that make them dead? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11? Oh, I can only do 11? So heartbreaking. Only do 11. I guess I want to play my land because I have the hybrid in play. Didn't get the turn 4 kills, turn 5 kill, rather. So unlucky. So incredibly unlucky. Oh, we're facing the trophy leader too, which is a bit scary. I think that's the trophy leader anyway. I didn't really see any of that deck. Just gonna run it back, I think. Actually, blue-white. We might want Sagittar's body even in the dark, to be honest. Possibly Cindervines too, if they have a pacifism effect. Thought there was no Boros in RNA. Little does he know. Oh my god. I kinda want this Sagittar's body. I'm not over the moon about it until I see more of my opponent's deck though, but they are blue-white. So, there's that. I think that Cindervines is weirdly bad for its first ability. because we're like tapping out on our early turn, so it never actually gets that chip damage early. Yeah, we did see a Chillbringer already too. That's true. Alright, I'm into it. I'm gonna bring this in. Things to cut. It's true. That is a recipe for opponents losing. Things to cut. This is like our weakest creature, but I kind of just want 2s. Could just cut a random free drop. Or a Rekka. Cut a Rekka. They are not terribly impressive. Yeah, I think they just take the best cards rather than building decks. I think that's accurate, David. I have to assume they're doing something like that. Okay. Yep. These are certainly magic cards. Nevermore, etc. I should get the one-lander and crossed our fingers, clearly. How do we beat a Wall of Lost Thoughts? A mighty 0-4. At least they didn't mill a forest. Just get intel and roll game 3. I'm not really about that life. We draw a 3rd land and like, our hand's pretty decent. They probably know what's in our deck anyway, more or less. Am I going to the February Axion thing? I don't know yet. I need to figure that out. Have not made a decision yet on that one. Like, if my opponent just draws lands for the rest of the game, we can still win this, right? So, I'm not really into conceding quite yet. We have 7 spells in hand. You got declined to judge. I'm sorry to hear that, David. Maybe I just have to kill this before they can have, like, counter magic up. It's not like I'm really getting anywhere attacking with my 3-2 and, like, rummaging here. My hand's already perfect. Just need to cast my 3-drops and hope they flood out. Yeah, I might bring in the Cindervines. We've seen 2 targets so far. It might actually just be good against them. I don't know how we ever beat a 5-5. I guess we make a 4-4, and then we Savage Smash next turn. That's how we beat a 5-5, and we just hope they don't have removal for a 4-4. Oh my god, David. Ooh, what? I'm bringing in Cindervines. Things we have learned. We are bringing in Cindervines. Also, I guess we've seen 2 plummet targets. You did call it, Charlie. You really did. Alright. Cindervines in. Can take out one of these Storm Strikes because they have so many big butts in their deck. I considered bringing in lands so I don't have them all to 5. That's a pretty strong strategy, Squirmit. You might have a point with that one. Yeah, Gift of Strength might just be outright better than the second Storm Strike too. You could see that. I do like the efficient, like, one efficient copy, but yeah, I'm unsure. I think I'm gonna just play the split, but I could see that being correct. God, I hate aggro decks. This is why I don't play aggro, folks. You open hands like this, and it's like, what do I do? Like, I can't. It's limited, right? You can't reasonably mulligan a hand like this, but at the same time, it doesn't have a 2 or 3. Anyway, I'm gonna keep this. I know it's not our deck's game plan, but we're also playing limited, and I think this hand is like fine, and I also think my opponent's deck is quite slow. So, and if we flood out at all, we have 4 rummages in our deck. We also just like have an opportunity to draw a free drop in time. Like, our deck is all free drops, so. I just want to get my rummage in. Milk the Cindervine's gross. But I want to make a free 2. It's called the Mana Blob, not the Mana Curve. Yes, I'm just gonna get my counter. It's not like maybe I could rummage away this land, except I need it for the Wrecker. Like, my hand's pretty great at the moment. I think I'm casting this as a free, so I'm just gonna get my attack in and rummage away a land here. Sick. More rummaging. So I could play a free menace or a free 2 rummager. Free menace is much harder to block. We could run into the flash pacifism and let them use that really cleanly on our like slightly better creature. Potentially. Guess I'm just gonna cast this though. If they have the flash pacifism, then it's annoying, but sick. Now we start getting in for free a ton. Menace is pretty hard to interact with. Need them to never draw that butt fight enchantment, but otherwise I think we're in a pretty good spot. Okay, what am I doing? If I Savage Smash the wall, I hit them for 8 this turn, and then get to skewer the Griffin and they have nothing. I think I like casting Plague Wind this turn. So I still have the volley to kill a follow-up creature. If they have like a 2/5 or something, it's really awkward, but they haven't shown us anything like that, really. We still have like the menace creature, they can get past that. I think I just like casting Plague Wind. Pushing damage. Hey there, Injectilio. Great to see you. What am I rummaging? Is it the Vandal or the Reveler? So I'm definitely keeping the volley. So we need to be able to kill Skyguard. I guess Vandal has haste, which is pretty nice. I think I'm just getting rid of the Reveler. discard Temper and cast it with Madness. Jeez. Could you imagine this? I guess that's what Mad Prophet was, right? This is like kind of like Mad Prophet. The haste side of it. Alright, Plague Wind resolves. I think I agree with Sam Black's take on it, like, a lot. Prison decks get a lot better. Lantern gets better. Tron gets weirdly better because it's good against the prison decks. I think Phoenix is also going to get better too, because it gets to, like, not have to dedicate half its sideboard to that matchup. Does Blue-White get better? I mean, KCI was one of Blue-White's better matchups. I don't think Blue-White gets better. I think Blue-White's probably where it was. I'm going to cast this as a haster, I believe. And then not Rummage. I should play a land, play around Squelch, but I'm playing Squelch, but I'm playing this post-combat, so it's not like the end of the world missing that. What's the record? We 3-0'd our first one, and then we 2-1'd our second. We're currently equal in games in our first match of this deck. Against the trophy leader too, so our opponent's like really good. Kinda hoping they tap out for a Skyguard next turn. That would be ideal. That, however, is the Nightmare scenario. Oh boy. So if I attack with everything, they go to 3. But we lose a 3-2. I think I like putting them to 3. Rummage to hit a skewer. I could do that. I don't think I want to. I think this volley is going to be good. I think I'm attacking all. Just Guild Mage pass, you think? It is pretty bad if we attack all and they have anything. Hey there, Dom. Great to see you. Good evening. I can use it to sneak through damage, make that thing unable to block next turn. That's true. Alright, I'm just going to cast this and pass, I guess. Just, like, gives us a decent shot at having lethal next turn regardless. We have a volley for, like, a flare, too. So there's, like, a bunch of cards they could have that we can just answer very easily. Case in point. Ooh, 1-3. That does not block very well. I guess it blocks my 2-1 pretty well, but... Oh wait, yeah, so this is fine. So I can kill the 2-4. They have a 1-3, but we get to make the 5-5 unable to block. So we have like... We get to put them real low here. They only get to kill my 2-1. We could just kill them. Or we could just do that. Target creature can't block. I guess there was an argument on waiting on this till our turn, because then this would die in combat. So I might have actually just done this incorrectly, but we're gonna win anyway, because no justice. This deck is sweet. This deck smorks. Who said there was no Boros in the format? We're the Boros now. Alright, let's update this record here. 6 and 1. This leg is like 10 gates short of a sweet deck. I mean, winning's pretty sweet, Max, to be fair. Aww. Thank you, Dom. I don't think I've done very much differently, but I appreciate the compliment. This is the second time this draft is this classic mode on Arena. Hey, Mason. Yeah, apparently that's the case, Max, which is why we're drafting on Modo. Because I need, like, practice drafting actual decks. Do I just keep this and hope to rip lands? Like, I guess. It's not like a Malta 4 ever wins a game. I have a scry. I have one whole scry to get me there. Strong. Strong draw. If I draw a mountain next turn, I'm not sure if I'm meant to play it and cast a creature or not. Alright, it's fine. Modo decided to make that decision for us. What's a PT, Mason? I don't think there's a tournament called a PT. I don't think I've heard of that one before. No idea what to play in the upcoming RPTQ. Are you playing when is the RPTQ for you, Dom? I can probably scoop here. They even size. I'm gonna keep making this joke, Charlie, forever and ever. Shouldn't it be an RMCQ? I've actually heard literally no one call it that, but I guess technically it should. You've got ages to figure out the answer to that then, Dom. Though really, we all know you should play Turbo Fog. The Magic Fest. I'm looking forward to seeing you there, Mason. Can I actually win this game? I probably can't. What am I doing? What am I doing with my life? Red, white. Black, white, sorry. Black, white. So I would assume Sagittars Volley's good against black, white, but obviously we saw 0 targets that game. I can probably still bring it in anyway. Our lives, moving on with it. That's the speculation. I'm hoping they're better, maybe. Question mark, ... I do remember that, Love Jane. It was hilarious. It was kind of absurd. I approve of both of those cards, Dom. But those seem like good cards to register. Yeah, we did see our flow cards. I think I'm going to bring this in, even though we didn't see flyers. That game didn't exactly go on long, so... Not clear what we take out. Maybe just like, the Crusher is kind of clunky in this deck just because it's so expensive, and we have all these Rummagers to get rid of lands. I might just get rid of this, weirdly. I know it's like high power level, but... This might be wrong. On the play, just want to run them over. The only person at your event registering a deck with both Nexus of Fate and Night of Autumn. I imagine there will be a number of people registering that combination, but Ban Nexus is like a hell of a deck. This is a hell of a hand. Jeez. Just need the third land for the Spellbreaker. And then we have a curve. Nice, perfect draw. Is it weird I kind of almost want to cast this? So I don't want to have to trade my Guild Mage of a 2/2. Yeah, like now this just looks like a bit awkward. But I didn't have anything I really wanted to rummage away either, other than like maybe the volley. Alright, I'm just gonna cast my 4/4. Maybe I still want this trade anyway. It's gonna be a while since I actually use the guild mage for anything. Maybe this is still a fine trade. And then we like have a completely clear board for the Spellbreaker to punch into. This stops them gaining life. Loxodon Smiter, go. Nice black mana sources, opponent. Is Knight better than Deputy if you're a Bant? You can bring in Knight against Mono Red to gain life, which I think is pretty relevant. So I think it's just better for that reason. Okay, resolves. Deal. Like, Deputy is sweet, but being able to gain life is really important. Seven, 10, 13. Not quite there. I mean, everyone's good at different decks, right? I'm typically like pretty bad at aggro decks in Constructed. God, this forces you to discard a card. I guess I just discard the volley. And then watch as they cast a flyer. Cool. Oh, the Nexus Gate. I might try out the Nexus Gates deck tomorrow when we play some Arena. I do want to give that deck a try. It looks like a treat. Still not 100% convinced by this, but we have 4 rummages, so how bad can it really be? Answer is very bad, because I'm going to refuse to rummage it away. Otherwise I'll look silly when I rummage it away. That's the actual answer. This hand is great. It doesn't have our Loxodon Smiter, but has a curve, and some interaction. Has one of the 2 best cards in our deck. I guess our Loxodon Smite is probably better than this, but this card's real messed up. Opponent just said in chat, maybe we'll have a real game of Magic this time. Maybe, opponent. Maybe. I'm just gonna cast my ball. Oh, maybe this is bad. The Reveler costs red, and we are like tight on red mana at the moment. You don't miss having a chat in the game. I don't mind it, but I get that it isn't always perfect. I haven't had that many bad experiences in chat, but I think that's like a big part of that is just that I'm a known name. So like people are less inclined to say garbage, I guess. Alright, just cast my Vandal. That's so bad against the 2-1. God damn, this card is real good. Real good. But I'm gonna rummage away a bunch of lands here. Oh, my Twitch chat is really tame too. I was talking about chat on MTGO, but god damn. Ugh, these afterlife creatures though. They're gonna be the death of me. My opponent just has a million spells in hand too. Alright, well. Gonna be the undeath of me, quite. I feel like this would be an aggressive use of Savage Smash. Though pushing 5 damage is pretty nice. We can not kick Reveler, it's just here as a 2-2. Use the strike. Yes. I kinda like using this turn because it pushes through 5 damage. And like the strike's gonna always be good. Incoming +2/+2. Break my heart. Yeah, 2-2 rummage a card is still just fine. Still a card I'm like very okay playing. Right, we were a bit punished for not using this by drawing the runner, because the runner's really good in this board. Now if I cast the Reveler, I'd have to discard the Storm Strike, which is pretty sad. I think I can do it though. I have a bunch of other tricks that I'm rummaging into here, so I think the runner is just so good against their spirit tokens. Maybe this is wrong. Maybe like I need to keep the Storm Strike to keep enabling my rummager, but oh yeah, I'm happy if they jump with the spirit. I'll take a 1/1 off their afterlife creature if they present it. God. Wow, this turn cycle has gone like about as badly as possible. Maybe I was just meant to use the Storm Strike because I can draw into a free drop off the Rummager. I kind of wanted the 2/2 in play, but maybe that's just wrong, Ellie. Like being able to protect our Rummager is probably just more important, to be honest. I think the 5th land is fine, but discarding the combat trick sucks. That's fair, Replenish, that's fair. I guess I could have done that too. I mean, if they like brick on their land drop, the 2/2 gets to attack in with the Rioter, with the Rummager, and then like one of them gets in for damage. But it's probably just wrong. Alright, I'm gonna attack with our Rummager because we've got nothing going on. I don't really want to give them a bunch of spirits, but we also just can't sit here not doing anything, so. I'm not sure this could be going worse. That's fair, Lee. That's fair. I agree I should have used the Storm Strike. I'm not arguing about that. Well, apparently we weren't winning this game anyway, so that's a relief. Apparently we weren't winning this game anyway. This card is like wildly unbeatable. Alright, alright. Do we have time for one more draft?